is Oton from Nerdimations. Today I will continue the Interwar series. This time we'll talk about the fall of the Ottoman Empire. You can go watch the Interwar video on Germany and Finland. That is in the side too. Once again with country balls, because I like it and also because you probably like it too. We're also going to collect country balls to expand our country ball collection. Okay, now let's begin. First, Turkey. Once the Allies reached Anatolia, chaos began, with the Ottoman Sultan abdicating and the country now having to rally together to stay alive. Mustafa Kemal Ataturk would be the man to hold the country together during these times. The problem was that even with the Ottomans surrendering, the Allies were still invading. This was because as they had mainly the intentions to conquer the entirety of Anatolia, or at least make it their puppet. With invasion coming from all sides, the Ottomans had to make a stand. After revamping themselves into Turkey, later Turkiye, they prepared for war. If you look to the east, you'll see Armenia. Yep, that's another country ball all to collect. They first dealt with the French, who were in Cilicia. They also had helped Armenia take over the rest of Armenia. Then for a few months, it was mainly just to hold off the French. After an offensive to stop the Armenians, they then caught the Greeks red-handed trying to march on Ankara. Thankfully, the Turks found them and defeated them. Also, you might have noticed that Armenia randomly disappeared. That was because of another thing that we'll talk about in a future video. Soon, the Treaty of Lausanne ended the war in Turkey. But a war also was unfolding in the Levant. You see, after the Ottomans lost the war, two kingdoms began to build. They were Syria and Hejaz. And you know what that means. More country balls to collect. Now, it might seem like Oton, Syria and Armenia already still exist. They technically survived the Interwar. But these are different Syrias and Armenias. Even I almost got them confused. This is what happens when your countries have literally the same names. But here's something else that happened. You see, the Arabs had been promised by mainly the British that they'd get a free Arab state in the Middle East. But it turns out that they were just lying. As the Sykes-Picot Agreement had been made around the same time, with the goal of dividing the Middle East. This agreement is known as one of the most influential and notorious in history, and one of its lines is what I believe as truly despicable. I should like to draw a line from the E in Acre to the last K in Kirkuk. This was the line that is mainly cited with the war in Syria and Iraq, and basically half of the turmoil that exists in the Middle East today. And the Sykes-Picot Agreement, even though it wasn't perfectly used, did see the destruction of Syria. Syria tried to stop them, but you can't stop colonial powers, as they would soon learn. Syria became a French mandate, and also the British would begin building Transjordan. Now you might ask, what happens to Hejaz? Well, that's a good question. they'd get invaded by the Saudi Arabians and wiped straight off the face of the earth. Now, I wanted to do research on Iraq to see what happened there, but apparently not much. The country was mostly peaceful during the interwar period, and it only really became a mandate. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please subscribe. Also, if you have any questions, I will soon open in my emailed so that you can ask them. You can go watch the video on Germany and Finland, or watch my alternate history. Thank you and goodbye.